right. Baby, you're firework. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Oh my God, that's all my energy. I'm done. It's over. Really downhill from here, y'all.
I was about to say you were nowhere near that excited before we started.
I know. I was like,
that was fake.
That's right.
Actress, writer.
She was saving it for the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamara. In this place I talk about writing and books, and today we are doing a write-in because even if it is a holiday here, we are still writers and we're going to get some words down. Would y'all like to introduce yourselves to the good people, and I'll tweet out this link. Sorry that we're late, everyone, by the way. My camera started being an absolute dill hole. So, you know, if it starts doing that during the stream, then
we'll know why.
You'll know why, because it's a jerk.
I'll try to pay attention so that way, like, because the last time that happened, like, I was just totally oblivious to it for like 5 minutes and people were talking about in the chat, and I was like, oh, something's happening.
Oh no, what's going on with Sarah?
Oh, she said we're all good people, and Sarah said she's not good people. But we say that you are, so therefore you are.
I mean, you're not terrible. You're not the worst.
I'll introduce myself first. So, my name is Carrow Brown. I'm an urban fantasy writer and an author for Otherworld Inc. And I'm here today to work more on my novella that I need to finish. So, go me.
Awesome. And I am Dana Gollin. I write adult fantasy romance, and I think that Sarah is an awesome person, and I definitely know worse people.
Yeah,
we love you, Sarah. Just accept it.
That's right.
Poor Sarah, so loved.
I hate
it. It's so hard to be loved.
Oh yeah, I was sweating at 7:30 this morning. I was outside feeding the cat, and I was like, it's going to be miserable. That's why she's grumpy, because it's hot.
Oh, the cat?
Yeah. No, Sarah.
Oh. Are you saying Sarah the cat now? Like, I'm confused.
No. Sarah says she's grumpy because it's hot.
Oh. You think you know heat.
So yesterday I spent like my entire morning editing and learning how to use Adobe Pro because I'm really sucky at it.
Are you formatting your own book?
No. I was editing like 2 of my daily vlogs for this channel.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm going to do daily vlogs because people wanted me to. I'm going to record them, but I'm not going to post them because that's how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do a daily vlog. It'd be like, okay, guys, I'm here. I didn't die. I'm reading this book. Bye.
Every nano, I think to myself, okay, I'm going to do a daily vlog. Just, even if it's just the most ridiculous stuff. And every time I record it and then I sit down to edit it and I'm like, okay, I'm not putting this shit on the internet. My life is not that exciting. And so, but then I watch other people's daily vlogs and I'm like, well, their lives aren't that exciting either, but I enjoy them. So.
Yeah, really, the only people who have the exciting lives are the ones who are making like bank on YouTube.
Right?
It's like, oh my God, look at all this money. It's just so heavy. It makes my arms hurt. Guys, this is such a first world problem. Like, shut up.
Oh yeah.
It makes my arms hurt. Carrying all these money bags. Oh, so hard.
Yeah. So I went to the mall today and I had to settle for a $2,000 handbag over a $5,000 handbag. Oh,
okay. Like, I see where Jeffree Star
lost his fucking bag.
Lost a $50,000 Birkin bag. I was like, look, rich people don't know how to deal with their money because there's no way on God's green or black or red world that I would put a $50,000 bag in a suitcase that's not going to be right with me? How could you not have that in a carry-on bag? Are you
Well,
kidding?
he even said in the video, like, I normally don't do this, but I thought I would make the exception. And I was just kind of like, no.
That's a dumbass exception. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So
especially
mad.
because if that bag was checked, his name was on the check ticket, so people knew there was some stuff in there that was valuable. I mean,
yeah, and he doesn't have a huge fan base out in Europe. I'm just saying.
I was like, are you kidding me? Am I supposed to feel sorry for you, sir? Because I do not. I am angry.
No, when I found out like the price of those Coach bags, I know that Coach is not like the highest, most expensive things, but I found out how much they cost, and I see women putting these expensive purses on the ground in the bathrooms, and I'm just like,
I know.
I'm like,
that's so gross.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I buy my pocketbooks at Walmart. They don't go on the ground. They do not go on the bathroom floor. They don't even go on my floor. It's just disgusting. And here they are. They're like, I got enough money. This can get disgusting. I'll just buy another one. No.
Oh my goodness. All right. So how about do a sprint in 4 minutes?
That sounds fine.
4 minutes. Yay.
Yeah. I agree with you. Definitely rich people problems.
What in the world?
I remember like there was a while where like J.K. Rowling wasn't complaining about it, but it was just like, J.K. Rowling keeps being a billionaire, but then she gives all her money away. What is she doing? And of course, like everybody else was like, why is this a problem?
Yeah, really.
We're confused.
So,
oh no, a rich person actually tries to give to the poor. Yikes! Let's not do that.
People were actually getting upset with her for.
Oh yeah. There's some weird people out there. Because I'm trying to remember who was complaining about it at the time, because even my dad was like, what is this? I think it was just like this person that was a feminist and saying that, basically because J.K. Rowling was giving away all her money and losing her billionaire status, she wasn't making it progressive for other people to become a billionaire. We're like, she's giving her money to like people in need. Like, what do you want from her?
Well, was it perceived as like the heartfelt donations to the needy, or did it look like it was a publicity stunt?
Oh, I don't know. This was like when I was like 15. I wasn't paying attention.
Just because I could see how people, if it looked like a publicity stunt, people would be like, hey, this is kind of, you're taking advantage of.
Yeah, if she was doing it to do brownie points or whatever, I could see people being upset with that. But this was like back in like early 1990s. People weren't bitching about that kind of shit yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't see why people would care if it's a publicity stunt. Like, yeah, that's smarmy, but still, do you think that the poor people who are getting the money give two craps about whether or not it was a sincere gift?
It's like, no. For breakfast? I love food for breakfast.
Like,
shit. Right.
Someone's like, Tamara, I'm going to give you this $50,000 Birkin bag, but I'm going to talk about all over the media, and I'm going to do this, that, and the other. I'm not going to be like, oh no, hard pass.
Right.
How can you give me this huge amount of money?
Pay off my mortgage? What?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous.
No, I absolutely agree with you. It's just sometimes you see these videos where people are like purposely recording themselves doing nice things for others, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, why do you do this without the cameras rolling, or are you only doing it to get an audience? You know what I mean? It's not the act. The act is great, but to me, it's like, well, what are your intentions behind this? Which,
I think that it's always for clout. If we, the public, find out about it, then they're doing it for clout. There's plenty of people who are donating and doing things, and they're not publicizing it, so if they're telling it, it's for clout. I just don't care.
Right. I don't. I
guess I'm suspicious of everybody, so I'm like,
yeah. Well, and I guess, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care either. If they're helping humanity, that's fantastic. In my mind, I'm like, why do you have to get praise? Why do you want to have attention on you because you're doing the right thing, I guess, is what irritates me. But
I don't like when I feel like people are being exploited. Like, do you remember when recording bum fights was a thing?
Yeah.
oh no, I don't.
Yeah, people would like start fights between people who were homeless. They would like give them money or whatever, it'd be a paltry amount, and get them to fight each other and record it and upload it to YouTube.
Oh
That
wow.
was disgusting.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was messed up. Made me sick.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. I wasn't around when that was happening.
Yeah, no, that's not, that ain't it, Chief.
Yeah.
Why do I not have a pen? How is that always? Why?
You can have one of mine. I'll just shove it through the camera.
I'm sorry that I'm in a grumpy mood.
No, you're fine.
And I'm like, sorry, y'all.
But it was funny.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Shit, it's overtime. All right, let's do this.
Okay, I was gonna say I've got neons. What color do you want?
Well, I want to write in my journal, and I want like blue or black ink because I'm boring. All right. Okay, let's do this. 15-minute sprint, y'all.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, fun. Let's do this thing. Random time. How'd you do? What'd you do? All that good stuff.
All I heard was shrimp tacos.
Yeah, that was the ad because I'm too stubborn to pay for the app.
I got a whole whopping 265 words.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I managed to get 600 words. I don't even know how I did that.
Whoa, girl. You had a lot to write.
Yeah.
You had a lot to say, right?
Well, like I'm like, the novella is kind of interesting because I'm writing from the perspective of a forest and a haunted house. And so like, there's like a scene where basically like, do you guys remember the book, The Borrowers, like the little people that would live inside the house and like take your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are in my book, and one of the things that I have going on in this novella is that rival houses will like go into each other's houses to take their stuff, and so like I'm starting to write like the start of like this invasion scene where like the rival brownies are coming in to take the stuff.
That sounds fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. So.
Stop, kid.
I did my morning pages. That was fun. So maybe since I've vested my spleen, so to speak, I won't be so crabby. But I'm not guaranteeing. No guarantees there.
I can't find my spoon. I am working on a new. So I borrowed, because I hate the word steal. I borrowed an idea from a friend of mine. And she has this thing called bedtime stories that she does in a coffee shop in Seattle. And so I borrowed her idea. No, Shira.
Cats.
Yeah, I don't know what she just pushed, but okay.
What's going on?
And what's the matter?
I just looked down and both my giant dogs are under my desk.
Oh. And so I borrowed the idea to do bedtime stories on my Patreon page, because there's no way I'm going to go to a coffee shop. I don't have that kind of confidence to go to the coffee shop and read my madness.
I'm about to say, if you go to a coffee shop and read your writing, they may look at you funny.
No, that's what she does. She writes erotica. Like,
really?
Oh yeah, the good stuff. She knows the owner of this coffee shop, and so like right before closing, I think it's like an hour or two before closing, he allows her to go in and read her work, and then she invites other people to read their work, and she calls it bedtime stories somewhere. I can't remember what the name of the coffee shop is, but so I was like, hey, can I borrow your idea, but kind of just, you know, not in the whole public setting. So that's what I'm working on, is my first in the bedtime stories on my Patreon page, which I think is going to be fun.
That will be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Except I don't know if I can do like a vocal. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that.
There was one time I wrote I wrote a kissing scene in one book, and like my face was red for like the rest of the evening when I read it at writing group. But like my writing wife, she'll bring in like, you know, kind of like kissing scenes, or she'll bring in smut, or we'll just go dive all the way in. She'll bring that stuff in and she'll read it just fine. And I'm like so envious because I could never do that.
Yeah. I don't have a problem writing it, but then saying the words out loud, I'm like,
Aww, the cutes. All right, let's see. So in the comments, Amy made lunch and wrote like 20 words. Excellent. What are you having for lunch? Dal is polishing their outline. Excellent. And it's going well. Fantastic. Michael, 99 new words and 828 edited words. Fantastic. Persephone is just journaling. You've written a crap ton of words in 3 days, and you're taking it easy today. I appreciate you for taking it easy, because sometimes you just have to. It's good. It's good for the body and your brain. You got to know when to take a break.
Absolutely. Did anybody hear whether Skye got her 10K Tuesday? Did she make it?
I don't know.
Did you make it, Carol?
What did I make?
Your 10K Tuesday.
No.
That's okay. That's a hard goal. That's a really hard goal.
I got to 6K, and then my carpal tunnel got too bad, and I had already taken meds. So if the pain is reaching through the meds, and I still have my gloves on, that's like major. Like, you have to stop now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the next day's always worse because like right after, like if I really push myself that hard, like on the day of, I'll feel it right here, but like the next day, it's all up here. So
yeah.
So I need to, you know what I need to do? I need to do yoga again because like when I was doing yoga every day, like this was not as huge of a problem. Let's just.
Yeah.
I've got space in here now. There's no treadmill. I should just start doing yoga in my office.
Yeah. My mom's got a friend who's a yoga instructor, and she climbed. We were doing the butterfly trail, and the last 2.5 miles is pretty much like straight uphill. And I mean, it's switchbacks, but it's all incline. And so I asked her, I was like, hey, do you do spin classes? I mean, you're got some crazy cardio going on there. And she's like, no, I'm a yoga instructor. I was like, I need to get into yoga.
Yeah, she teaches like 5 classes a day. That's why.
Yeah. That's how it's like.
Yeah, because I thought about being a yoga instructor because I was really into yoga. I mean, I still am. I just haven't practiced recently. But I was like, man, I could do this yoga thing because I was in class like, man, and we're and doing all that. And then I asked my instructor, like, how many classes do you teach today? And she's like, 7. I was like, oh, no, I can't do 7. No.
Wow.
No.
All right. So in 2 more minutes, we'll do another 15-minute sprint.
Okay.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, couldn't. I can barely survive 1 yoga class. To do 5, well, you know, you'd get used to it. And then you'd have like yeah. In my mind, I'm envisioning what I would look like if I did 5 yoga classes a day for 5 days a week. I'd probably be like superwoman status.
I always notice it in my arms first. That's the first place I notice it because I do a lot of I know I'm supposed to do like a lot of like the leg poses, but I am like determined to have like Wonder Woman arms, and so I'm sitting there doing like the warriors, like what is it? Not the warrior 3. I'm like doing like the crane pose, and I'm doing the stuff where I've got to put my feet on the wall, and like it literally makes no sense why I do this, but yeah, it's just always in the arms first. The place I never see it and it drives me absolutely nuts is my stomach. I'll sit there, I will do the planks, and I will do the downward dog. I will do all the ab ones. You'll never see it.
Yeah,
never.
I was doing the ab challenge, and I got to day 30 and I was getting my measuring tape out, and I'm like, what the hell happened here? I did 30 days of ab challenge and I'm still squishy, but I'm okay with it. I've come to accept that my midsection will always be squishy.
Yeah, that's just my stubborn area. I'll lose it everywhere but my stomach first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was in the military too, because I used to do a lot of weightlifting there. And trying to cut the fat from my midsection was like the hardest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Because I also like rice, or I liked a lot of rice, and that was my carbohydrate at the time. So.
Oh yeah. I don't know what it is about rice. It has an addictive chemical in it that makes you crave for it nightly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's time. Let's do this thing. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, go. That was weird. 15 minutes.
I'm not playing games, Shira.
Time for a break. How'd you do? What'd you do? What is up? Oh, I just got a comment on one of my videos and they said that my mic went in and out.
Which video?
Which video was that? That was the second day of camp, I think. So one that I just posted.
I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, so I'll have to go see what they're talking about.
I'm so behind in my YouTube videos right now. Like, I haven't even caught up with, like, you know, my typical news videos I watch. I did watch the tea spill video, though, this morning. That was good.
Which one was that?
It's the one about that couple that, you know, faked the pregnancy, the teen pregnancy.
Uh-huh.
And the parents of the boy are coming in because he's only, like, he's not very old.
Right.
And he was saying that he was going to legally separate himself from his parents. And so his parents are like, we're taking social media away from him now. You'll get him back when we're done with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then his girlfriend went on this tangent going like, they're mean to him and they're just using him and all this other stuff. And I am older than 13 because that was the mom's argument. It's like, this girl is 13 and he's older and he can go to jail for dating her. And I was like, that's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad that they're stepping in and being parents because
a lot of people don't these days.
Oh, yeah. So I got 106 words, but I also survived an attack from a Shira. Like, she was legitimately, like, grabbing all my cords and pulling my laptop and pushing it. And then I went to grab her, and she, like, dug in, and I was like, what is going on with you?
This is mine!
I know. She's still going at it. I'm like, God. So, yeah.
I got 551 words. Before we started, I said I wasn't going to be able to write anything. I don't know what's happening.
2 0 9 8
You know,
2
I need to
7 2
I need to take this real
7
quick.
And let's see. Well, yeah, you definitely have surpassed your I'm not going to be able to write anything.
Yeah.
I wrote 360 words. I'm at this point I'm basically just doing a kind of summary of what this newsletter magnet's going to be, trying to like remember what I'd written before. And because I hadn't written the ending yet. Those words that I lost the other day. So
oh, that's right. That happened to you. I was so sad when you said that. I was like, no.
Yeah. But, I mean, now I have a better idea of where the story's going. So that's fine.
Yeah. I need to work on my newsletter for the end of the month. I'm getting my manuscript back for the final read through for me. And then it's formatting after that. And I can't wait. Because then my physical copies will be on pre-order. And I know, like, so many people are waiting on those. And I'm like, I'm trying, guys. I'm going as fast as my editor can.
See, what are people saying in the comments?
Yeah, tell us what you're doing.
Amy edited 142 words overall. Now off to look up what people burning smells like. They smell like bacon.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because it smells like pork.
Yeah, it's awful. Michael got 221 words. And
Michael earlier said that he was forgettable. You are not forgettable, Michael. I always wait to see if you're going to show up in the live chat. I always wait. You're not forgettable. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Him and Steven. Michael and Steven. Yeah, they're always there. So when they're not there, it's like, where the heck are you? We expect you.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, Tamara.
No problem. Dal is adding colors to chapter headers so you can see how balanced or unbalanced the story is. Oh, that's cool. You're writing a dual POV. That's hard. And I realized I made a mistake in chapter 21, so I got to fix that. At least you realized the mistake. That's great. That's progress. All of this is progress. Persephone, 119 words. That's not a very good way of not writing, Persephone. Yeah, Amy, writers are going to know stuff. I remember actually from when there was a house that burned down in my neighborhood when I was in college. And it was like a frat party that went wrong, basically. And I think they were burning couches. I'm from Morgantown, West Virginia, in case you guys don't know. And we're Mountaineers. And one thing that we like to do when we win football games is burn couches. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. So I think they burned a couch and they burned it on the wooden porch. And the house went up. And it smelled like bacon for weeks. I didn't eat pork for a really long time. And it was one of those things that stays with you, I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's it's almost like too good to be real, but knowing the area that you're talking about, I'm like, yeah, it happens.
I mean, I burned a few couches in my day.
Yeah.
Drank a lot of Natty Light. Played a lot of drinking games.
Well, I'm always surprised. Here, it's illegal to burn anything, unless it's like in a grill or a chimney. It has to be controlled flame.
Yeah, you have to have a smart guard on it and everything.
Yeah, and back home, they're always smoldering something. Something's always burning in the back. Typically, it's garbage, but it's like, what? And you drive down and everybody's got a pile of leaves and whatever died in the garden, and they just, throw it on the pile. So,
wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a thing here.
But
it's interesting. And around here, I don't really know, like, if the kids party a lot, which is a stark contrast from my life. Right? I never, like, for instance, if I drive around on like a Thursday night, that was typically like when people would really tie one on. Around here, it's like 11 o'clock at night and I'm driving around downtown and there's nobody out.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, I live right next to a couple of colleges, and so like going out on the weekend is just brutal in this part of town.
I live far enough away from the U of A that we don't get bothered by the weekend crowds. And people say that the U of A kids are always like partying and getting rowdy and everything, but I don't really ever hear anything about it. But it's college. I mean,
they're pretty belligerent in some places out here. Like when I had a townhouse that was a little closer to that part, and obviously like they were renting out like townhouses to like not have to pay like to be like in the dorm and whatnot. And one group of kids would I call them kids, but yeah, they would like throw like their damn beer cans in my front area, or just litter everywhere. And one time I was just kind of like, you don't do that. Like, the trash can's like right over there. Could you like not trash the area? And they just kept doing it. And so at one point I was just like throwing things at them. It was so ghetto. I'm not even ashamed of it.
That's what you get for living in Sun Devil territory.
I didn't ask to live here. It was cheap, okay?
I'm like, you got to come down to Wildcat Land. They're more controlled.
I'd rather just be in a cabin out in the middle of nowhere with some Wi-Fi, so that way I can still work.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's the dream. All right, let's do another one of these sprint things. I'm keeping us on task today, you guys.
I did that yesterday. I was pretty on task yesterday.
Yeah, I am. I think it's just me. I'm the one that's all chitty chatty.
I love the chitty chat though, especially when we talk about tacos.
Yeah. Maybe on Monday I'll have like a list of writer things that we can chitty chatty about. I'm
don't do that. Have fun with it.
I know.
We should be able to just chat and relax and have fellowship and complain about college kids. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 15-minute sprint. Write the stuff. All right, time's up. Let's see. I wrote like 2 something. I didn't make a note of the exact number that I was at before, but 200 and something.
I got 300 and... Oh, wait, hold on. Wrong one.
For some reason, the YouTube unmuted itself. I was like, what is going on?
Okay, I got 388. I did read that right. I was like, that's not the right number.
I got 282.
Excellent.
Because I didn't have to go to war with a cat this time. Well, I do have to. My dad's called me like 4 times. I'm like, calm down, Dad. It's okay.
Amy edited 166 words. Villanova binge watched Stranger Things. No words, as per usual. Don't break the streak. Michael has 200 new words and 249 edited words. And Poet Spice has no words, but got 2 visual images for church and altar settings. Cool. Y'all ran out of ideas for now. That's fine.
They were like talking about Stranger Things. Apparently, it's pretty good.
I've seen the first 2 seasons. I haven't seen the 3rd one yet, so
Yeah.
I know that's something my husband and I need to watch.
I haven't watched the 2nd season, so I'm super behind.
My daughter got like a wild hair, and she wanted to binge watch it. So I binge watched the 1st season with her, and then she started back to school, and I couldn't help it. I had to watch the 2nd season without her. So I would watch the 2nd season's episodes while she was at school, and then I would watch them with her as if I hadn't seen them before. Because that's good parenting, you know?
That's cute.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What do you guys have planned for the rest of the day?
I don't know. My mom texted me this morning and said, so the base had like a huge fireworks display last night, and I thought it was kind of weird because usually they have it on the 4th of July. So I texted my mom last night, and this morning she said that they did their fireworks last night for whatever reason. So I was like, well, what are we doing? And she's like, well, I don't know, because I guess she has bees in her backyard, and my sister's neighbors complained about New Year's Eve, and because my sister doesn't just do fireworks. I mean, she has an arsenal. She could probably take out like a small town with her fireworks, and I love it. It's a great thing. And then my brother just bought this really expensive house, and one of those crazy homeowners associations where you have to like get written permission from all your neighbors to like paint your house. That's dumb, but so we can't do it there. So I was like, well, we'll come over here and do it. And my mom's like, okay, well, call your sister, make sure it's cool with her. So I called her and she didn't answer the phone. Then I texted her and she's not answering me back. So I'm like, you want to blow up your fireworks or not, man?
I want some versions.
I know. So if she doesn't bring her fireworks over, that's cool. I'm going to make homemade mac and cheese and have a good time without her. But if she's watching, I want your fireworks. We need to blow some stuff up, okay? No. Ma, I never know when they're watching.
My brother John, he's the one that always does the fireworks. He's like, he loves fireworks, and he'll go to, I don't know, he finds ways to get fireworks that aren't quite legal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
My uncle back east, he goes to, I want to say it's Pennsylvania, and buys huge fireworks, and he lights it up, and everybody in the valley like comes to his house to watch his. That's like the big thing. So
yeah,
you gotta have water to be able to do that, though.
yeah, it's you know, I remember one time I was in college, and we were doing fireworks, and our downstairs neighbors had gotten like all kinds of crazy fireworks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid was doing a bottle rocket in his hand, right? Yeah, I've been around fireworks all my life, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Right?
Like, don't do this, right? And he had the bottle rocket, and he went to like look down at it because it wasn't going off, and I was like, don't do that. And I like pushed it down, and it shot out. Like he would have burned his face off, basically.
Oh yeah.
He was like, oh my God, you saved my life. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
this ends tonight. Like, we're done here. We're done.
Yeah.
No more.
Yep. When I lived in Washington State, we went out to the reservation to watch the fireworks, and they, like, a group of people had literally gotten into a circle, and they were like shooting fireworks at each other.
No.
And oh yeah, and I had my son with me, and I think my mom was with me as well, and I was like, we got to get out of here because this is not safe. No sooner did we start walking away, a firework went off, and a little girl got shot in the eye. Yeah, and I guess it was her dad had scooped her up and went running past us, and the whole side of her face was just black.
Oh,
and I was just,
baby.
yeah, I was so angry because it's like anyone who has a brain knows that these are dangerous, and to have your child sitting in a circle where they're shooting fireworks at each other, I'm just like, this is so negligent. So I'm very, very I don't know. If stupid people are doing stupid things with fireworks, we leave. I'm like, I can't do this, which is why I prefer to do them with my family, because I know that they respect the fact that I want my kids to have 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 eyes.
Yeah, they're not stupid.
Yeah.
We don't go do fireworks here. It's like we just kind of turn on like the white noise generator and we comfort the dogs. That's about it.
Yeah, I was going to ask about how your dogs do.
My first dog did not do very well. The boy dog does okay, but Kissy does not do okay with anything. So she's going to be like curled up on me while we're trying to watch Stranger Things tonight, more than likely.
Yeah.
Aww. Poor thing.
Yeah, that's why we have new neighbors. So if my sister does decide she wants to do fireworks, I need to walk down there and make sure that it's okay with them and they don't have any like noise issues. But I'm pretty sure I saw them last night firing off fireworks, so I don't think they're going to have a problem. But that's me. I always make sure that everybody's cool before I just go make an ass out of myself.
I wish they did that around here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're purchasing this house. We've been purchasing it for the last like 12 years. So I don't live in a situation where if I piss off my neighbors, I can just be like, all right, I'm moving. I can't take this anymore. So, you have to be courteous.
I think that we might go watch the fireworks at Ala Moana Beach Park, or we might like go somewhere else and watch them. I like fireworks. He's not a really big fan of them, but I love explosions and pretty things. So,
Did you go down and watch them do like the paddle out for Beth, the bounty hunter's wife?
No, I hate Waikiki.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It
smells like garbage, but
it's so small and super congested.
yeah,
you can never find parking. We lived there for 6 months before we moved to this place, and it was like it was just such a hassle. I always had like major anxiety driving around because it was just so there was just so many people, and like there's people walking all over the place, a lot of cars, and it's like a very small area with just way too many people.
I was really surprised when I was there, I basically parked my rental at the hotel and then walked everywhere. And I was really surprised at like how disgusting it really is. Like going from the hotel to the beach, because I wasn't on a beach hotel. It was just kind of like, and then there's so many people. It's insane. I just didn't know if you had gotten a chance to go down and take a look and see how it went.
No, I watched some of like the news coverage of it, but
yeah. Well, you're smart. You're smart for doing it.
It's just too much hassle, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you know, I think that like when you go to other areas and stuff, the beaches are just way nicer. There's way less people there. I think it was like the last time I went in the water in Waikiki was like 2 years ago, and I can't remember like which beach we were at there, but like the water was so full of like people's sunscreen and stuff that like it made my skin burn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like my skin burned and I broke out, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get in this water anymore ever. Right. And I hate being here anyway, so I'm good on that. So if I go to Waikiki, I'll like walk around the beach and like have a picnic there or something, but I'm not getting in the water. It's gross. Right. There you go. Do you guys want to do a sprint, or do you just want to chat?
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah. I've lost my mojo. I'm like...
Let's see, I'm looking...
I told myself I was going to work on the novel today instead of I worked on the novella. Look at me go, guys. I'm following my own rules over here.
Hey, as long as you're working, Amy wants to sprint.
For some reason, Super Villanova's comment was held, and there's literally nothing controversial or bad about it. I don't know.
They're doing weird things to the algorithm. Like, I can't even keep up with it right now.
So weird.
Like, words that are supposed to trigger that, like, don't make any sense.
I don't get it.
I'll do another one if you guys want to do one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the word.
So let's do it.
Which one?
Nerd?
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe they think nerd is now hate speech. I'm telling you, you can't say anything without offending somebody, so.
And you can't not say anything either.
Right? It's like, anyway, 4th of July.
All right, let's. My demon app is
telling you to do it.
Yeah, it's vibrating in my hands. I've turned off all of the sounds for it because I hate it so much. So annoying. So let's do this thing for 15 more minutes.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Figure this will be the last sprint, and then we can chat and say sayonara. And time is up. How'd you do? What'd you do? Let's see. I actually wrote down the number this time. Let's see. I can't math in my head.
I solved the problems of the universe.
208. So I wrote 208 words. I started the rewrite for the newsletter magnet. And yeah, I got the first 200 words done.
I solved the problems of the universe and wrote 205 words. Yay!
Fantastic.
Carrow, you are muted. Okay.
She's doing a thing.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Those phone calls.
Let's see what's people saying in these comments. Doll's done. See you tomorrow. And Amy's 111 edited words, and then her cat jumped on her lap. Michael's 277 words. What Spice started a scene for the Wood Priestesses in the story and wrote 423 words. Excellent.
Yeah.
Michael met his word count for the day. Yay! Round of applause. Awesome.
That's always exciting when people meet their goals, because it's really a difficult thing to do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like a Saturday to you?
I don't know what it feels like.
Like I like my husband, he came in and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take a nap," and I looked down, I'm like, it's 1 o'clock, and he didn't even get out of bed till almost 10, I think it was. But I was like, so I got up and I walked out of the room for a second, and when I was coming back, I was like, man, it totally feels like a Saturday, just like everything's slow motion. That's cool.
Yeah. I feel like today was a day that I should have slept in.
Right?
You know what I mean? It just felt like one of those kind of days. I think my body was just like, no, girl, it's an off day.
Right.
What are you doing? Why are you getting up at 6? This is dumb.
You're like, because I have an obligation.
Because I said I was doing a thing, so now I got to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, last month was, I experienced that a lot, because I was like, okay, I have to do this. And then for whatever reason, I would get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And by the time it was time to do the live stream, I was so tired that I was like dozing off at my desk. It was terrible.
No.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, man, I hope nobody notices.
Nobody noticed that. I'm absolutely exhausted.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it was so weird, because I would be sitting at my desk and just all of a sudden, for no reason, with no warning, I would just like close my eyes and kind of drift off. And then I would wake myself up by like jerking in my chair. Yeah. And, but I mean, I was sleeping. It wasn't like I wasn't not sleeping. It was just like my body's like, okay, you just need to sleep for a month.
Well, you were like healing and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your body was going through it.
Oh, yeah.
You did need the extra rest.
Right. And then what do? I go on a 10-mile hike, which my doctor was like, are you insane?
You're like, yes. Yes, I am.
I never denied it. So.
Do you expect anything less?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I am just.
Yeah. Plus, it's summertime. I think when it gets hot, like, well, you know what? I shouldn't say that, because in the wintertime, I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, in the summertime, I just want to be lazy because it's too hot. And in the wintertime, I want to be lazy because it's cold and I don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah, I'm good like autumn and early spring.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anybody who cared, I got 312 words.
Hooray!
And that's with a phone call coming in the middle of it.
Well, was it a good phone call? Did you win the clearinghouse? Crap.
No, I have to go do something as soon as we're done, so just no rush or anything. All right. I got a total of 2,185 words today, so I'm going to call that a win.
Yeah,
That's definitely a win.
definitely. I got 858 words so far, so I'm gonna go make some macaroni and cheese. I shouldn't call it that. How do you distinguish? Because I always say mac, like I make mac and cheese, and then people automatically assumes it's coming out of a box, and I'm like, no. I guess I could say baked mac and cheese.
That's just the culture we live in right now.
Yeah.
I always say that is baked mac and cheese.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll just have to start calling it baked. Put it in there, baked mac and cheese.
I did 942 words on this document, and then whatever the words were in my morning pages.
Yeah. That's cool.
And I was planning on sending out a newsletter today, and I forgot. So that's what I'm going to do when we end this stream. Yay!
Yeah, I was gonna say you were so tired when we first started, but you were like starting to pick up steam and get stuff done. That's awesome.
She's been drinking that coffee since she started. That's the secret.
It's empty now. This is a very big cup.
Yeah. You're like, it takes the whole pot.
My life juice.
I think, I don't know how many ounces it is, but I think since you held it up to your head, I'm like, yeah, I think it's about the same. It takes about 4 cups in this one mug.
Mm.
Because my husband will make a whole pot, and then he's like, how many cups have you had? And I'm like, just one. And he's like, half the cup, half the mug is gone.
Oh my gosh.
When's the next live? I believe there's one scheduled for tomorrow. Is it 9?
Yeah, because Skye's running it, I think. Somebody's having one at 9 tomorrow.
Right. So it'll be 9. What are we, Mountain Standard Time right now?
Well, 9 our time, yeah. So
yeah. I don't know where Poet Spice is located, but at 9 Mountain Standard Time, there'll be a live stream on Skye with SD Hedges channel tomorrow.
Yeah, she said she was going to have it at the time you and I have ours.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go. Speaking of which, I gotta go cancel. Because I was gonna do one tomorrow to make up for Wednesday, so I need to cancel that, so people don't get confused, because that will happen.
I'll try to go to both of ours at the same time. It'll be great.
I know.
Which reminds me, I need to schedule that one for next week too.
I just saw that Skye isn't listed in the thing that I'd copied and pasted from somebody's.
Was it mine? That might be mine.
I'm not sure. I don't know where it came from, but let me add so that if anyone wants to join her, that they can do so from the link.
It's probably mine. I probably made that mistake.
Hey, man.
I have to go do this work thing on 4th of July, so can I sign out real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Carrow Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author and a writer for Otherworld Inc. I came here today to work on my novella, and I succeeded. Woo! I have a book coming out in August. There is a pre-order giveaway right now, so if you want to get in on that, all you have to do is go to my website. I have all the details on there. It explains everything right down to the rules and who qualifies and doesn't. So anyway, so that's going to be me. I'm going to go.
Awesome. Well, good luck. Bye.
Thanks for coming.
I should have asked her if it was like her European employer making her work on the 4th of July. Just to be, no. Well, I saw in the group chat that D.L. Stewart, what did he put in there? It was pretty funny. He wrote, instead of Happy 4th of July, he wrote, Happy Treason Day, you ungrateful colonists or colonials. I thought that was so funny.
Every 4th, I always put the quote from Dazed and Confused on my Facebook page. I think it's funny.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in forever. What's it say?
Let's see. Let me read it. Okay, guys, one more thing. This summer, before you're inundated with all this American bicentennial 4th of July brouhaha. Oh, no, it doesn't say the whole quote. Lame.
Oh, no.
This is what happens when you do stuff when you're half sleepy. Dang it.
That was a really good movie, though.
Now I have to find the quote so I can post it on there. Lame.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget what you're celebrating. That's the fact that a bunch of slave-owning aristocratic white males didn't want to pay their taxes.
Oh, man. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta.
It's not wrong.
It's just very true.
It's just rough for the holiday.
You know, I'm like, holy cow.
There we go.
Like truth bomb. It's like, hey, we're gonna have a truth firework real quick.
Yep.
Oh man. Wait, what was going on? I saw The Little Mermaid. Are they remaking The Little Mermaid, or what's going on with that?
They're doing a live Little Mermaid, and on Twitter there was a whole dumpster fire where there was all of these bots. Not all of them were actual real people. All these bots were like spilling all of this really racist rhetoric, and so there was like this whole uproar. But as the night progressed, people started to figure out that the pictures were fake and they weren't actual real people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a whole thing though, and I'm bummed that that's how I found out that this like little black girl is getting to be Ariel by like all this horrible like just rhetoric and outrage and anger. But her name's like Halle Bailey. And when I first read it, I was like, Halle Berry is playing Ariel, excuse? And then I looked at it again, and I was like, oh, that's an L. Okay. Bailey, Halle Bailey.
Okay, so it's just really similar.
Yeah, it's just, and I don't know, I haven't seen her before, but that doesn't mean that she hasn't been in anything, because she's like, you know, teenager, so she'd probably, if she was in stuff, she'd be in stuff that I'm not necessarily tuning into.
Right.
But yeah, they're doing like this live action remake, and I didn't really see anything else about it other than her, honestly. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm like, of course I had to go look it up.
Of course.
She's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. I saw a clip of her singing. She has a really pretty singing voice. Wow. Like this one person was, I really hope this person was trolling, because they were like, it just, oh my gosh, it just struck me so hard. They're like, well, what if we had a white person who played Martin Luther King in a biopic? And I'm like,
oh yeah, they were saying, I saw that. It was saying,
I was like, really? Are we comparing Martin Luther King to a mermaid created by Disney? Is this what we're doing today? Okay. So
I know, I'm like,
I wrote this ridiculous tweet, and I looked at my fiance and I was like, hey, is this too much? And then I read it, and he laughed so hard. I was like, well, okay, well, this is This is good.
Yeah.
And
Oh, who was it? I know. I saw that. It was someone. I can't remember who the actor was, but I saw that and I was like, okay, clearly they've lost their mind. I mean, why would a white person play Martin Luther King? That just makes zero sense at all. And then that's why I had to ask you about it, because I was like, what is going on here?
I was just like, this is the dumbest hot take that I've ever seen.
Yeah, because even in like the original Little Mermaid, I don't think that mermaids have like a set skin tone. And if they do, it's going to be like ocean dwelling skin tone.
Yeah, you think it'd be like blues and greens and like cool stuff like
fish.
that.
Yeah.
And in the original story, there wasn't any skin tone talked about. Like, this is just a Disney adaptation, and they change stuff. A lot of stuff. That's what they do.
Yeah, exactly. Because Disney lets her get married and live happily ever after, when really she's got to die. That's just how it is. Sorry if you don't like the idea of the Little Mermaid dying. That's the truth before Disney stepped in and ruined everything.
That's what they do. They're like, oh, I've heard of this great story. We're going to super change it and mass produce it, and we're going to make movies and books and coffee mugs and like all kinds of merchandise. Maybe we'll even add a ride in our parks and everything.
Oh yeah. Well, I think they made like a whole addition for the talking cars.
Wow.
Which Radiator Springs. So the other day I saw an article. I think it was in Arizona Highways, on Route 66. Just before you get to the Grand Canyon, a town renamed itself Radiator Springs, and actual businesses have decorated. Like, there's a tow truck company that actually has their tow trucks that look like Mater, but it's just enough not Mater that they don't have to pay like fees for using the image. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and
I hope it gets them people coming in.
Like, yeah, that's what I thought. Because it's a very small community, but it's like right there on the route. You have to go through it in order to get to the Grand Canyon. But I thought that is so clever. Like,
that's really smart.
Yeah, and there's another place up there, and it's been there forever. It's like Bedrock. Like, they made an entire campground of the Flintstones, and they themed it around Bedrock. Yeah.
I've heard of that place. Oh my gosh, I've heard of that.
And like, I remember going up there when I was like, I want to say I was like 13 or 14. And even as a teenager, it was just totally cool. Like, standing in like Fred Flintstone's house, it was, I don't know, it was really, really cool. Yeah, and they had the car, they had the big Brontosaurus that Fred slides down. I mean, it was such a cool place. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, we totally got to take the kids up there, and we got to let them see this and everything. And but knowing my daughter, she'd probably be like, this is so lame, Mom. You're so old. I can't believe you think this is cool.
I think it's very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Well, we've been streaming for a while. You guys probably want to go off and do things in life.
Yeah.
And I should probably do this newsletter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got to make a video. I promised to do a video on how to do my baked mac and cheese.
Yeah, hold on a second. I meant to record a little bit of this for my vlog.
Right on. I was going to say, Michael's talking about the friggin' octopus lady is purple. I think some octopuses might be purple. That is a totally cool camera.
I like this camera. It's a T6i. My
Wow.
fiance got it for me for my birthday like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And this is a Takstar. I got like a little fuzzy thing to kind of try to numb some of the sounds.
Yeah.
And this mic was pretty inexpensive. I think it was like $25 or something.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound as great as like the super fancy ones, but still.
Yeah, it still works. Yeah. My super fancy one is broken. So at least, you spent $25 and it works.
Ugh.
I spent more than $25, and in less than a year, the cord decided it just wasn't going to do its job.
Okay,
So.
everyone in the chat, say hi. And Dana, say hi.
Hi! How'd that come out?
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome.
Hey, vlog. We are streaming and we're about to get off, but I thought I would have everyone say hi to you. So that, yeah. So if you're watching this and you're in the stream right now, you're about to see yourself. I know, it's very, very exciting. So much excitement.
Right. No, but I love it. I love how you do your videos. You do. You make them very exciting.
I hope that they're at least a little bit interesting.
Yeah. I think what I need to do is I need to stop worrying so much about, I always worry like, it's, I guess I worry about, is it going to be good enough? But if it's there, it's good enough, I think. I don't know.
What I try to do is to make myself laugh one time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make myself laugh, and I'm hoping that if I laugh, then someone else will laugh too. And I'm trying to make it worthwhile for people, so that if they are giving me like 5 minutes of their time, that it's worth it to them.
Oh yeah.
They don't feel like they're wasting their time when they're done. So those are my two things: make me laugh, and hopefully make you laugh too, and make it worth your while.
Right on.
Like, oh my gosh. Here's two dumb things. One dumb thing, for my one video, I think it was the day 2, I designed a rainbow poo emoji, right?
Yeah.
And it is so dumb, absolutely stupid. And I took a literal hour designing rainbow poop, and I was like, is this even like
Yeah, when I saw your story yesterday, I was like, an hour to design rainbow poop. I was like, I can't wait to see this rainbow poop though.
It's not great. It's not great. I am not good at designing things, and that's what made it so hilarious to me. And like my fiance is like, you're absolutely ridiculous, and I was like, I don't care. I need rainbow poop. Like, so that was one thing, and then another thing that happened, and then we can hop off of here. I guess this will be my final thought of the day. The other day, what was this? Not last night, the night before. We had tickets to go see a movie for free, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know why, but I wanted to do the Captain Morgan pose, where you have like one foot propped up on something and you have the thing. And I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Because you can, when you're in the bathroom, the door is open, you can see it from the couch. So I had a thing, and it was going to be funny in my head.
Right.
Anyway, so I was in the bathroom. I just used it, flushed it. I put my foot on the seat, on the toilet, and it moved, and my foot slipped down into the toilet. And like, apparently I screamed. He looked in, and he was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I was trying to be Captain Morgan." He's like,
water in your toilet is colder. Well, I don't know about there. The water in my toilet is colder than the water that comes out of my faucet.
Oh no, it was definitely colder. I was like, oh my God, this is freezing.
Yeah.
So then I had to like take a whole entire body shower, and then we ended up not being able to go because like and it was just a whole ordeal. But I was like, I'm sorry that I ruined our date night. He was like, this is hilarious. I'm gonna laugh about this forever. And I was like, well, I guess that's fine. So,
well, depending on what the movie was, you probably had a better time laughing about your toilet foot.
it was, I can't remember what it was called. So that's all that. Do you want to tell people who you are, where they can find you, and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so my name is Dana Gollin, and you can find all of my goodies at danagollinwrites.com. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you can get a free copy of The Awakening Love Eternal through Smashwords.
Yeah. Fantastic.
The cat is eating my cords again.
And again, my name is Tamara. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is my channel where I talk about writing books. And while we were doing this stream, I posted 2 videos. So, if you want to stick around this channel and take a little bit more of your time and give it to me, I would appreciate it. I have a Patreon. The link is down in the description. There is a list of the AuthorTube tribe people and our channels and when we're doing our live streams. So, of course, if you can join us then, that would be fantastic. You can sign up for my newsletter. And stay tuned tomorrow for another vlog. And you guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Happy 4th. Be safe. Have fun.